Welcome to the Around the Block podcast presented by PrepVolleyball.com. We're your hosts, Jimmy Pompeo and Sam Heyman, here to give you the inside scoop on all things prep. Welcome back to ATB with Jimmy and Sam. We got a very exciting and fun-filled episode today. We're playing trivia.
Oh, God. I'm asking you questions, right?
That is incorrect. You already got the first one wrong.
Off to a poor start.
So today I'm going to be quizzing Sam in trivia all about volleyball. So if you want to play along at home, go for it. And if you beat Sam, give us 5 stars. And don't forget to like, subscribe, turn the bell on. All right.
My brain already hurts.
Yes, sir. It's going to hurt even more after this. So the way this game is going to work is there will be 5 categories. In each category, there's 5 questions and a bonus question.
Whoa.
So it'll be like a redemption question for you. Each category has 5 questions, 1 through 5. The harder they are, the more points they're worth. And now I'll break down the categories for you. Are you ready?
I am ready.
All right. We have the numbers game. This category will revolve around numerical value answers that are all about the game of volleyball.
I'm really bad at math, so this could be a tough start right out of the gate.
Yikes. All right. Category 2 is Olympic performances. Each answer in this category revolves around the Olympic team's performances, men's and women's.
Oh, boy. Okay.
And next category is regional flair, in which every answer revolves around USAV regions.
Okay, so back down to the juniors. Okay.
Yes, that should be right in your wheelhouse.
A little more wheelhousey at this point.
The next category is history, which every answer will revolve around the history of the game.
Okay.
And finally, we have college knowledge. Each answer in this category revolves around the collegiate game.
Okay.
So nothing crazy specific. Like, we're not going to ask you who the MVP of this was and then Division One this year. It's mostly general stuff, general knowledge.
General
knowledge. So at the end of the game, there will be a lightning round, which I will not tell you what it is until we get there, but it's very exciting, very fast paced. And I think it'll be in your wheelhouse, and folks can kind of get a gander at how much stuff we really know about, youth volleyball. So
that could be concerning, but
what category would you like to start with?
Well, let's start patriotic and do the Olympics.
Olympics, here we go. How many points do you want to go for?
Let's do this like Jeopardy, nice and classy. Start with 1.
Just start off with 1.
Oh, do I have to answer in the form of a question?
You do not. If you want to, that's fine.
I'll consider it, but I usually do forget when I have to do that. So
all right, here we go. For 1 point, where did the USA women's team place in the 2024 Paris Olympics?
Oh, silver medalists.
Bingo, nailed it.
I think they lost. They lose to Poland. They lost to Poland. No, Italy.
They lost Italy in the championship match in 3 straight sets. It was a rough match.
Italy looked good. I'll give them credit for that. And I know we talked about the Olympics when it was going on, but yeah, they were a challenging bunch.
They were.
Didn't the men get knocked out by the Italians too?
I don't believe they did. They got knocked out by Poland, I thought. And that match was epic.
Maybe I was thinking both teams played Poland at one point.
They did play Poland at one point, I think, both in different stages, because the men's match against Poland was epic. They had an injury to the libero for Poland, who ended up coming back into the game, and then they won, which it was kind of a bummer at the end. But
that Wilfredo Leone, holy smokes, he is an absolute animal to try and contain.
Yeah, Wilfredo Leone of Poland was very good for Poland. Yeah, but it's fine because he can't. I mean, who's going to play for Cuba, really?
Good question.
I'd rather play for Poland than
that team. I will say, I do think Cuba could probably put together a pretty nasty group.
They could. All right, so you're 1 for 1. Very good.
Booyah!
We want to go down the line.
Let's keep it. Let's keep it in the category. You find success, you ride with it, right?
Yeah. Here we go. For 2 points, how many medals do the USA men's and women's team have combined?
Combined
Combined.
total medals.
Total medals.
Olympic medals.
Olympic medals.
15.
Ooh, so close. It was 13.
Mm-hmm.
So the women's team has 2 bronze, 4 silver, and 1 gold, and the men's team has 3 gold and 3 bronze. So they like to keep it even. We'll take 3 golds and 3 bronzes.
13.
13.
And I said 15.
Yeah, you were super close.
Dang.
The thing is, though, too, like you think there'd be more, but it's every 4 years. You got to wait 4 years for them to try and win a medal again.
Yeah, and if I'm not mistaken, I think there were a couple of Olympics that the women's team withdrew from or didn't qualify for. In like 76, I think they either didn't qualify or didn't participate. And then I think it was in 1980 they withdrew because it was in the
in Russia.
I think so.
Something like that. Always something going on.
Yeah. Something
right.
chilly. Something chilly.
So you are 1 for 2. We are on to the 3-pointer, the Steph Curry.
At least I'm glad I didn't miss by a billion.
No, you were super close.
Eh.
All right, here we go for 3 points. In what year did the U.S. men's team win its first Olympic medal?
First Olympic medal. First ever.
First ever Olympic men's volleyball medal.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'll say we did it on home soil. So 84.
Bingo.
Nice.
The 84 Olympics took
in
place
Los Angeles.
Los Angeles, where, if I can pull up my flavor text here.
I almost said 96, but I thought in Atlanta, but I was like, that's too late.
Yeah.
Also,
so
I don't think they won then.
They did not. They were defeated in the championship match by China.
In LA.
In LA, which would have been epic. 84 LA Olympics gold medal for the boys, but China squashed it.
Get you some.
All right, here we go for 4 points. Who did the U.S. men defeat in the 2016 bronze medal match?
In Rio.
In Rio.
Well, I think the popular answer here would be Brazil, but I'm going to go with was it a country we've already mentioned in a little bit today?
I don't think so. Not yet.
Greece?
Nope. The Netherlands.
Oh, the Dutch.
The Dutch.
Well, 2 out of the 3 colors on the flag right anyway. We got a little blue, we got a little white. Just, don't have the red there.
Yeah.
My respect to l'orange.
Yeah, so they beat the Netherlands 25-23, 25 or 27, 25-22, 25-19. So all pretty close matches.
As you would expect them to be.
Yeah. So here we go for 5 points. The final regulation question.
All right, we gotta come up big here. Let's go.
Name 3 of the last 5 women's Olympic head coaches.
Can I start with the current one?
You could, but technically I don't think they're current anymore.
Is that right?
Yeah. So there's a big old hint for you. You can knock one out right there.
Well, if they're not current anymore, really? When did that happen?
Like this past week.
Missed the T. Okay, well then if they're not current anymore, then former would indeed be Karch.
Correct.
Coach McCutcheon.
Correct. Even though he only did 1 cycle.
He won gold.
There you go. That's how you do it. You win and then you're done.
Send it. I think he just got promoted within Minnesota to in an assistant athletic director role for player performance.
Maybe
I think he did. I think that's another one. Jenny Ping. Yeah.
Yes. That is Jenny Lang Ping.
Jenny Ping. Yeah.
Very good. That's a dub for you. And then the other two options would have been Toshi Yoshida, which is one of my favorites, and Mick Haley, who we talked about on our Texas podcast.
Oh, I could have definitely cycled Coach Haley back in. That would have been smart.
Yep. So you have
he was back in. Was he back in like the 70s?
It
or the 80s?
was so I think he started the program started the women's program at Texas in '64 or something like that. When that was the first time that the Olympics was. Oh wait, I can't tell you that.
Oh,
I can't
all
tell you
right.
that's a possible answer.
Oh,
Speaking
all right.
of, so for this category, you scored the 1-pointer, the 3-pointer, and the 5-pointer, and now we have the 6-pointer. Are you ready?
Oh, well, I got to get this one wrong. I got to get this one wrong because I got all the odd numbered ones right.
That's okay. In what year was beach volleyball added to the Olympics?
Oh, that's a really good question. It would have to be after World War II.
Yeah, it would, obviously.
64.
Nope. 96.
96?
Isn't that crazy?
Beach.
I think that's the information I've
Wow.
Let's go to the judges to double
96. I wasn't even close. That's wild. I mean, I believe your research. I'm not going to sit here and pretend to, like, obviously I didn't know. But
yeah. So beach volleyball was added to the Summer Olympics as an official sport in 1996 following a demonstration appearance in 1992 at the Barcelona Summer Games. In 96, you'll like this little flavor text. Here we go. In 96, Karj Karai and Kent Steffs faced off against Michael Dodd and Michael Whitmarsh in an all-USA final.
Sick. So I got to actually meet Mike Dodd and Karch.
That is sweet, dude.
Yeah, I'm sure a lot of people have, but it was while I was in college playing at St. Francis, and we went to Long Beach State for a couple matches. And Karch was coaching a high school boys team.
That's wild.
And they were just in watching Long Beach practice. And so we walked in with our team for our training session. And he was our head coach, I guess, was familiar with him, knew him. He was like, hey, what's up? And so we just start chatting, shook his hand. Nice guy. Very approachable. And then Mike Dodd was out on the beach training somebody.
Oh, there you go.
And one of our teammates, I guess, had like either done something with him or like knew him and was just like, hey. I was like, is this is normal? Like, and it's just different out there. But anyway, sorry, didn't mean to sidetrack.
No, you're good. I thinking back now, I think I did meet Karch at one of the ABCA conventions.
Very cool.
The city, actually.
Oh yeah.
No, wait.
Yeah.
City? Columbus, I think.
Oh.
I drove for that one.
Yeah, he was doing I'm trying to remember which one I saw him at. But he was doing a bunch of like demos and stuff and talking about some of the USA volleyball training methodology and all that.
I like it.
Seems like a pretty approachable dude. I'm super curious to see about this.
Oh yeah, you want the tea on that? I can tell you if you want.
How about after trivia?
All right, I'll spill the post trivia tea.
Yeah,
though, I mean it's all over the internet, but all right, let's move on. What category would you like to do next?
What do we have remaining?
We have the numbers game, regional flair, history, and college knowledge.
Let's do numbers.
Get it out of the way.
Yeah, they're gonna mess my brain up anyhow. So,
all right, how many points do you want to go for in your first question? 1 point.
Smitty, Werman, Jaegerman, Jensen, number one.
For the free throw, how many panels are on a standard volleyball? So let's take just the NCAA women's molten ball, for instance. That's like a standard, classic looking volleyball.
All right, so it's panels of like it's blocks of 3. I'm gonna go with 18.
Correct. Yep, it is front, back, sides, top, and bottom. Each one has 3 panels, which is 6 sides. That makes 18.
I'm just glad it wasn't 4.
But here's the fun thing, too. Though the more traditional volleyball is used for most levels, the Flistatech, which is used for the collegiate men's game, and the Olympic ball, the Mikasa V200W, still each have 18 panels.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, which I found hard to believe because of the that really, really round shape and the different kind of the shape.
Well, yeah, because they're not just like what's it called? The super touch that the women use in the NCAA. Those are just rectangles for the most part.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah, I think there's a little bend to them, obviously, but the ones for those balls are kind of spiral shaped.
Yeah, they're swirlies.
Yeah.
Somehow still 18, which is interesting. I wonder why. I wonder if that number is important.
I wonder if it's a weight thing.
It could be, but isn't the Mikasa so much lighter than the Flistatech?
I did just get to use the Flistatech again for the first time in a while, but I don't know because I haven't used the Mikasa one too much.
I've played in a couple men's tournaments and they use it. It's just like super lightweight feeling. I don't know if it's just the material.
Maybe it's like the material under the outer, the topmost, and they're just
over the bladder.
Well, yeah, whatever goes over the rubber part to like give a little bit of, I don't know, touch, feel. I don't know. I don't pretend to be a scientist about these things. I still miss the Molten Pro Touch.
Oh, it just float so well.
Bring that missile back.
Yeah,
that thing was a weapon.
Heavy leather composite. You just pop it and it floats like crazy because of the stitching and the seams.
Oh, that ball was perfect. It was fast. It felt great. Performed well. But you could only use it inside. So,
yeah, I mean the Flistatech was fun too. It had that rubberized kind of grip on it with the little honeycombs on the outside.
Well, we got to use it in the first season it came into the NCAA. Yeah, we're that old.
Yes, yes, we are.
So that I always thought that was cool because I remember everyone, I don't like it, and now I feel like it's a pretty well received ball. But it is interesting that the women haven't gone over to a similar model. They've been using the Super Touch for eons. It feels like.
Yeah, I'd love to see like that gray, blue, and white color scheme on the Flistatech for the women's game.
That would look sharp. I think that would look good in a colorway.
Make it happen.
But so they did the red, white, and blue, obviously, and then they did the green, red, and white for FIBA, who then was like, nah, we're not doing that.
Yeah.
Which is interesting.
Volleyball knowledge. Who would have known?
We got balls. Anyway.
On to the next question.
Was that the 1 point question?
That was the 1 pointer, and you nailed it.
Let's run it to the deuce.
All right, it is time for the deuce. What is a technical name for the line that runs parallel to the net and separates the front and back rows of players on the court? And I'll accept the common term that most people use.
Well, I think internationally it's the 3 meter line.
Correct. So that is the technical answer.
All right. So let's go with technical. And then obviously here in the States, we call it the 10-foot line, the attack line, a lot of different things.
Actually, those are the other two that I had, the 10-foot line and the attack line. So kudos to you for knowing all 3 names.
Too bad that wasn't in my bonus question part.
Also known as the danger zone.
Also known as libero. Stop standing underneath me while I'm trying to hit a bic. Thank you.
Yeah.
I was the libero in that situation.
I feel like you've been on both sides of that.
Yeah. I've gotten run over and I've done the running over. It's either way, it's not fun. Little more sketchy when you're coming down onto another person, though, I will say.
Been there, done that.
Getting kneed in the face, also not fun.
No, it isn't.
No. Okay.
You ready for the Steph Curry? The 3-pointer?
Ballin'!
Here we go.
Dipset.
Oh, that's bringing it back to high school days. My God. What is the standard height of a women's volleyball net?
Man, I had the men's net dialed in. I'll be honest. I know that one like the back of my hand.
I bet I should change the question. How many holes in the pole is it?
That's diabolical. All right. Well, I'm pretty sure it's a number of inches shorter. Do I have to get the? Is there a goofy fraction associated with the height?
There is a fraction. If you don't get the fraction, if you get the foot in inches, I would accept that.
I'll try for the fraction. Either way. 7 4 and an eighth.
Correct. Oh my God, you nailed it. All three pieces. Bing, bang, boom. It's like you've set up a net before.
You know, I think I set more nets up as a coach than I did as a player, which is kind of a problem.
That wasn't me. Because when we were playing, we'd always get there either early or just find time in the gym and set it up, which is impressive to set it up by yourself, which I used to do all the time. Working on them float serves. All right.
Hit him fleeing just like Karch wanted. Oh, I hope he's not going.
So I don't want to jinx this run, but you are 3 for 3 right now.
You're doing too much.
All right. Well, this one should be, even though it's a 4-pointer, I think you should probably know this one. For 4 points, what is the minimum number of points a team must score to win a 5-set match?
Well, that's
a 5-setter, not to be best of 5, a 5-set match.
Not to be pedantic, but the number of points you need to score is related to the number of errors that your opponents makes.
All right. So let me rephrase.
Are we assuming our opponents are playing super clean and make 0 errors?
Let me rephrase. What is the minimum number of points a team must attain on the scoreboard to win a 5-set match?
All right. So you got to win. What? 2 out of 3 or 3 out of 5? You said 5. You said 5. You said 5. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but it's like it's a 5-set match.
Okay, so
not just best of 5, all 5 sets, wire to wire.
So you have to win 3 sets. So if we're taking away, let's see, so 2, 65.
Correct.
Okay. I was like, this feels like an easy math question.
Right? It's kind of tricky. It was a little tricky.
You wanted me to say like something
70,
goofy,
75.
like 75. Yeah. You sneaky. Yeah.
That's why I was like, all right, let me give this a little twist on it.
That 15er.
Yeah. So
get you.
Yeah. I like that question. I thought it was really cool.
No, that's a good one. Because yeah, I like it. I like that one a lot.
All right, the toughie. Here we go for 5 points.
Oh, this is the 5-banger. All right.
What is the area of a regulation volleyball court? Full court.
Oh, you're gonna make me do math.
Pi r squared. Is it pi r squared?
No, that's a circle.
A squared plus b squared equals c squared.
I think that's the Pythagorean theorem.
You know, for somebody who says they're not good at math, you remember a lot of these things.
Well, my spectrum landing was recall pretty good, but application. Okay, so 30.
Can we use a calculator for this question?
You know, it's really funny. I was thinking about this the other day. You know, our teachers always said, "Oh, you're not going to have a calculator in your pocket everywhere you go." Well, I do now. It's 2024. I have one everywhere I go.
That's true. Plus,
take that.
Even before that, I had a calculator watch. So, not a big deal.
Swag surfing.
Yeah, the only problem is it beeped when you press any button on it, so I couldn't use it during class.
We're just doing the area, the square footage. All right, can I bang out some math real quick?
Yep, scratch it down. Carry the whatchamacallit. Carry the, and then you're doing what I did.
1,800 square feet.
That is the common calculation, so I'll take that. Even though technically it's 1,740 and a half square feet, but because everybody just says like 30 by 30 on half of the court, that is the number you would get.
Wait a minute. What was it?
1,740 and a half square feet.
1,740.
1,740.5.
So what are the official dimensions?
Well, right, just reverse engineer it.
Well, but how do you get
So-
1740?
Because so what we've always kind of been grown up is 30 square feet. It's one half of the court is 900 because it's 30 by 30.
Yeah.
But it's not actually 30 feet. It's like slightly shorter than 30.
Because it's something metres.
Meters. Yeah, which I don't understand. The game was invented in America, but we use meters for the measurements.
Yeah, well, most of the world where it got like kind of caught on and became more popular, and then the Federation Internationale de Volleyball is not an American English sounding thing. So I think just like with the globalization of the game, they were just like, America, great job, thank you for the game and all that. William G. Morgan is a G.
We'll take it from here.
We'll go ahead and just kind of homogenize this so that it makes more sense. So I mean, frankly, I like the metric system. 10s, 1s, and 0s, baby. Give me that all day. I'm a man of poor math skills, so I need that simplicity. Okay, so what is it in meters then? Because that definitely makes a difference.
Well, let's find out. Measurements of a volleyball. Wow, Google, you know me too well. Literally, the first thing that came up when you put measurements of a and they put volleyball court.
That's probably a good thing to have.
Here we go. It's 18 meters by 9 meters, or 59 feet by 29 feet. So it is a little shy.
It is. You said 59 by 29?
Yeah. So instead of 60 by 30, it's 59 by 29.
That makes a difference.
If I was there when he invented the game, I would have been like, don't you dare let them switch this to meters. You do it by American feet.
Also, yeah, to circle back, you were right about Coach Karai, but he's not leaving USA Volleyball completely.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I didn't, because you didn't tell me why he was.
You said we were going to wait till the end of the episode.
All right, well, double T's then.
What? We can talk about. You want to talk about it now?
No.
Let's do. No. Oh, no. Okay.
I found out why. It's a good reason.
It is, yeah. But so I'm going to give you that one because in America.
No.
No, you don't want it. You're gonna the honorable.
No, I do want it.
And not. No, you do. All right, good. Then you got it.
If I'm getting leeway from the judges, I'm gonna take it.
I mean, you went 5 for 5 in the category technically, but there might be a little asterisk next to that.
I'll take the asterisk. I'll just nail the
bonus question.
Yeah.
So the bonus question is really cool. I think you're gonna like it a lot. All right. So the bonus question is: demonstrate 5 of the 25 hand signals referees use throughout the game.
Well, this ain't one of them anymore.
Got him.
Losers. Okay, so we've got initiate serve.
Correct.
We've got back row attacking violation.
That's 2.
Back row setting violation.
That's 3.
Let's see. We've got lift.
Correct.
We've got. Wait, how many did you say there were?
There are 25 hand signals.
Oh. We have net violation where you kind of just do this.
Mm-hmm.
How many is that? 4, 5? That might be 5.
That was 5, but keep going if you want.
Let's see. Oh, out of rotation.
Correct.
Card.
That was gonna be. I thought that would be not really a tricky one. It's 5, but like that's one of them.
And red and yellow.
There's time delay.
Oh, yep, time delay. Yep.
And then if you're going OG,
is there one for improper substitution, or do they just do time delay for that?
I think they do a time delay for that.
I think you're right. There's 29.
25. So
out. In.
So that's part of my flavor text. So referees utilize 25 different hand signals throughout a match, while line judges only use 5.
Yeah, it makes sense. There's just substitution.
That's a good one.
I'm trying to think of the phases of the game.
Switch sides.
Yeah, I was gonna do a little coin for captain, which also is kind of the card. Yep, switch. Come to the middle.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot, dude. You don't think about how many hand signals they have to like remember. Or
No, it's
do
true.
they though, or could they just be like, all right, let's go, captain?
Well, I think I mean, volleyball, as we've talked about before, it's a procedural game in many ways. So I think it's one of those things where it is good to know. I'm trying to think of the other ones that I didn't touch.
You're forgetting the opposite of a net contact.
Oh,
the pointy undery.
That's a good one. That one has been getting called significantly less because they're like, well, okay, you've got the rule where if you're anchored on your side, but you didn't interfere with anybody, that's clean. You got I think it's like you either have to be all the way under and present a threat to an opponent. I'm not sure how it's written anymore because there's different rule books for different organizations and stuff like that. But okay. Yeah. Okay, so I got 5.
You nailed the category and the bonus one.
5 for 6.
Very good.
Yeah, that was a good one. I liked that one.
Yeah, some interesting stuff that people maybe don't think about as much. All right, so that means there are 3 categories left. We have history, college knowledge, and regional flair. What are we going to go with?
Let's do one for the people and do regional flair.
Regional flair.
Let's do regional flair.
Hello and welcome to regional flair. Are we going in order again? You want to go for the 1-pointer?
No, we're let's ride the wave.
All right, here we go. For 1 point, how many USAV regions are there?
That's the 1-point question?
Yes. Just imagine how much harder they get from here.
That's what I'm worried about.
No, these are pretty fun.
Well, so it's not. Well, not every state is its own region.
That's true.
Some states have more than one region in them.
That's also true.
30.
Ooh, so close. It was 40.
That's not really close.
It's off by 1 digit.
In the tens place.
Which is fine.
All right. Dang.
Metric.
40. Okay, so it does sound. So a lot of states do have their own region.
A lot of them do. There's a couple that have multiple ones, which will pop up again in this category.
All right.
All right. We're on to the 2-pointer.
Well, at least it was only the 1-point question.
For 2 beans, name 5 girls qualifiers and what states they're in.
And the states they're in.
Correct.
Okay. Northeast qualifier is in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Bang.
The Boston qualifier? That's a national qualifier, right?
It is.
In Massachusetts?
Correct. It's an 18s qualifier, but I think.
Is it?
But it still counts.
All right. Sunshine qualifier.
Correct. Where is it, though?
Florida.
Good.
Lone Star qualifier. Tejas.
Yep.
Windy City.
Bang.
Chicago, Illinois.
Shish kebab.
And we can throw in a little PNQ up in Spokane, Washington.
I like that.
A little Salt Lake City.
All right, settle down. Yep. Keep those in mind. Keep those in mind because they might come in handy later.
Okay. Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. All right, so you got the 2-pointer, and you did not get the 1-pointer, which means they probably should have been switched.
Oh.
But this is my first.
My brain just might need to be switched.
Trivia master, the master of trivia. Here we go for the Steph Curry question. Name 3 clubs that medaled at Girls USAV Nationals in 2024.
Any particular age division?
Nope. Just 3 clubs.
Medaled or gold medaled?
Medaled. So that opens it up a little bit more. If you want to go just for gold, you can try.
No, I don't think I'll do that because I think I'll keep it to the spirit of the question. Arizona Storm 17, Illy 17 Thunder. Hey. They took on First Alliance 17 Gold in the gold medal match, if I'm not mistaken. So that's 2.
That's 2 right there, right off the bat.
SCVC 16 Roxy, First Alliance 16 Gold.
Well, you can't name First Alliance. You want to name First Alliance twice?
Oh,
I said 3 clubs.
Oh, okay.
So
you did say clubs. I'll stick to the spirit of the question. So
but that is 3 right there. You already named them.
Fair. Arizona Storm had 2 gold medalists, if I'm not mistaken, because they won 15s as well. Was it 15s they won?
No, I don't think they did. I think it was it T Street that won 15s?
Oh, maybe
it was in the finals. I think that was the finals.
T Street.
Thanks, T Street.
No, you just told me the.
You already named 3 though.
No, but that wasn't 3 clubs.
Can you name? You wanted to try and name the other 3 clubs?
Well, T Street was going to be the.
No, there's 3 more. You said Arizona Storm, SCVC, First Alliance, and now T Street. But there are 3 more clubs that medaled in between the 15s and the 17s, I think.
No, I think I'll just in case there's more down the line. I'll stick with the.
Oh, there's not.
Okay. Nah, I'm good. We'll keep it here.
All right. For those playing at home, if you guessed Dallas Skyline, Houston Skyline, or City VB, you also would have been correct.
A lot of Southwest in there.
Spice, a little spice.
A lot of Southwest in there.
So
the California teams, City and T Street, were those the only 2?
SCVC.
Oh,
so 3 Cali teams.
3. I forgot.
1 Arizona club, 1 Illinois club, and 2 Texas clubs. All medaled between the 15s and the 17s in the open division.
I mean, I hate to say usual suspects, but
they're just having a good run of volleyball.
Regionally speaking. Yeah.
Moving on.
Good for City to crack in there too. They've won
some gold before though.
They have, but I think from a comparative perspective, it's they're still on the up, which is good.
Always like to see up. Always be on the up.
We like to see that.
Here we go. The 4-pointer. Name 5 of the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 USAV Girls Nationals locations.
Oh, locations?
Mm-hmm. This is a little tough.
Vegas, we were just in.
That's 1.
Shoot, last year. Man, I hate being on the spot. That's hard. Geez Louise. And we've been to these. Like that's why I don't know why
I've been to most of them. I think there's 2 that I haven't been to.
Columbus?
No, that would have been the 18s Nationals.
It was in Kansas City. But not 7 years ago.
How long ago was it? 8 years ago?
I think it was in 2014, wasn't it?
I didn't go back that far. I only did the last 7.
Pittsburgh.
That was also, I think that was 18s too, I think. Or was that East Coast Championships was in Pittsburgh for the girls?
I think there was one in Pittsburgh. Man, oh man.
So far you have 1.
Jeez Louise. Did we do one in Dallas?
Nope, but we are. That'll be this upcoming season.
Jesus, tap dancing Christ.
Well, it's only of the last 7 nationals, so they may have been there prior to that. I just wanted to do the most recent ones.
Chicago?
Correct.
So that's 2.
Chicago was last year.
It was last year?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Are we talking? Wait, did we say this was USA. This was USAB Nationals?
Mhm.
Okay.
Well, I could tell you to name the last 7 locations for AAU Nationals.
Orlando. Nailed it. Thank you, AAUs.
You know what would
Okay.
be cool one year if they had it in Orlando for USAV and AAUs?
Oh, that would just
There'd be
break
teams there
that
for
would,
like weeks straight.
that would break the state.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe. All right. So I got Vegas and
Chicago.
Let me see here. You know what the problem is that we've been to these.
We have.
And I should know where they've been. You said there wasn't one in Indianapolis.
No, there was in Indianapolis. You said Kansas City.
Oh, Indianapolis.
Indianapolis is 3. And there's 2 more. There are 2 more locations that did not repeat.
Minneapolis.
Bang. Good.
I know for a fact because I was at that one.
Then you got 1 more. And this is the hardest one because even I didn't remember this one.
I'm trying to think of the areas that are kind of central, but kind of not. They wouldn't have done St. Louis.
Mm-mm. It's going to be your final guess for all the marbles. Just kidding. This is only the 4-pointer. This one is really tough, I will say. This one was difficult. I'll give you 1 hint.
Okay, I'll take a hint.
It was before my time at Prep.
Well, I started after you, so that's less helpful.
Sorry. It was before COVID.
Also, not great.
It was the year before. Actually, I guess technically it wasn't the year before COVID. I think it was the year before COVID.
I'll go with even though I don't think it's right, I'll go with Nashville.
Yeah. Detroit.
Oh.
So it's in order from oldest to newest. It was Detroit, Indianapolis, Minneapolis, Las Vegas, Indianapolis again, Chicago, Las Vegas.
Well, I did get it because I got that twice.
Yeah,
Las Vegas
same
twice.
answers. We can't count that.
I definitely did forget Detroit.
That was like right before I started at Prep. It was Detroit.
And what was the other one that I didn't get?
That was the only one you didn't get. You got Vegas, Chicago, Indianapolis, Minneapolis. It was just that one, Detroit.
Tough.
But
that's a good one.
Yeah, I thought it was interesting. Only Las Vegas and Indianapolis were doubles in the last, was it 1, 2, 7 years? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 7 years. Las Vegas got it twice and Indianapolis got it twice.
Well, they try. I mean, they do try and move it around.
Which they should, which is why it's in Dallas.
I think that's going to be a good one.
Yeah, well, they did the younger age groups in Dallas this past year because I guess they want to test it out. Maybe, I don't know.
So where are the younger kids going this year?
Oddly enough, I want to say Minneapolis.
Interesting.
I could be wrong, but I feel like that's where they were going this year. I'd have to consult with Arthur.
Okay.
Since he works them every year.
True. Okay, cool. Dang.
Sorry, 3 for 4 is not bad.
Could have been better, technically.
Oh no, 2 for 4. Sorry, you didn't get the 1-pointer. But you can redeem yourself. There's still 2 questions left in the category: the 5-pointer and the bonus question.
Let's get it.
Can you name both USAV regions in Hawaii?
Aloha.
Correct. That was the layup.
And I'm going to be completely honest with you. I didn't know there was a second region in Hawaii. I thought the Aloha region comprised all the islands.
Neither did I. I saw this and I was like, I have to double check this. Maybe this is old information, but no.
Okay, Aloha, and then I don't know, the Paradise region.
That is a great name, but that is incorrect.
I was trying to come up with something decent.
So the other region is Moku Okiawe.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope. Never in. You could have given me 1,000 tries.
My
I never
guess
would have
is
gotten
they
that.
split the region because of the space in between the islands. It might have been a
Yeah.
little bit easier that way.
Yeah. Yeah.
But kind of cool. I wish they would host USAB Nationals out there.
That'd be great.
Hawaii for USAB Nationals. Get it going. Crowd push it. All
That
right.
would be intense.
Oh man, this bonus question is a little tough, but I believe in you and I think you're going to get it.
All right, let's give it a whirl here.
How many 18s qualifiers will there be in the 2025 season?
Can I cheat and pull up our calendar?
No, you cannot.
Oh, okay.
But if you want to work them out in your head, like go kind of think back.
I'm just trying to think of like, okay, so I'm just trying to like reverse engineer the calendar a little bit in my brain of like when the national championship is, and I'll go with 10,
16. Doesn't that seem like a lot?
It does, but it actually kind of makes sense if you figure 4 weeks in January, 4 weeks in February, 2 qualifiers a weekend. March, they probably take a little bit off for regionals, and then national championships are in April. So yeah, that actually does make a lot of sense.
There's also the number. You could have kind of reverse engineered the number of bids too.
Yeah, but I don't know how many.
That's a little. Well, so you got to think there's probably 3 per qualifier for the open divisions, right? 1, 2, 3, maybe 2 because it's a smaller age group.
True.
So how many of them do you think you can name?
Qualifiers?
Yeah, the 18s qualifiers.
Ooh.
Remember, some of them double up with the regular qualifiers too. So
Boston, Music City,
yeah,
Sunshine.
Let me see. Do I have Sunshine in this? I have them all like abbreviated.
Oh,
no, it's not technically Sunshine, but there is one in Florida.
Northern Lights.
That is not in Florida, sir.
No, I know.
I'm kidding. Yeah,
no, I know.
Northern Lights is one of them.
So it's not. It's called something else. Oh, yeah. Is it Florida Fest?
That's it.
Okay. Lone Star has one.
Yep.
Salt Lake City's too late. I don't think they have one.
They do have one.
Oh, they do.
Oh,
that was in like early April last year.
Yeah, that was like I think we had talked about that. It was like a last minute one.
Yeah, to the session we went to, but they probably do their 18s earlier in the year. Did I say Northern Lights already?
Yes, you did for Florida.
Windy City.
Windy City, yes.
Yeah, because they do the boys 18. They do the boys tournament there too.
The boys.
That tournament's a lot of fun. It's huge because they have both halls going there at McCormick. The 18s have so many tournaments, and we've kind of gravitated away from them.
The tough ones are like the 18s only ones to remember.
Yeah,
Music City is one of them that you remembered. That the best ones.
Yeah, that's about the best I got, and I don't want to make the people sit here and watch my brain churn out steam for no answers here.
Sure. So for anyone playing at home, we have the Lone Star Classic, the Kansas City MLK tournament.
That's a qualifier for them?
18s qualifier.
Oh.
Salt Lake City.
Not that one.
The AVC qualifier. So Texas actually has 2. Ohio Valley, Florida Fest, Boston Volleyball Festival, the Southeast qualifier in Atlanta, the Northeast qualifier, the Sierra qualifier, Music City, Red Rock Rave, Mideast qualifier, and Pacific Northwest. Those are all of the 18s qualifiers coming up this season.
So there are a lot that do overlap. They just kind of they just move the time frames.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Okay. Good info.
All right, we got 2 categories left, my friend. History and college knowledge.
Let's go history.
History. 1 pointer?
Yeah.
Here we go. For 1 point, in what year was volleyball invented?
Oh, you just want to start with the debatables right off the cut.
You got to, I don't know.
Yeah, you damn. I'll go with the earlier date and say 1895.
That is the correct answer.
Yeah.
In
'Cause
Holyoke,
I think the first official match, I don't think was played till 96.
so in my research,
Yeah.
February 8th, 1895 was when it was invented. So I don't know if
fair enough.
I guess the debate is between like structure and organized play versus just the creation of the game.
Yeah.
But
But like when it was, I wonder if it was like there's like an official patent date or a copyright date or you know what I mean? Like
I think so. I think that's probably what it was.
I would have to imagine.
Yeah, which
All right,
on
so-
that copyright would have been Mintonet, which is the original name of the game.
Big facts. Okay, so 1895. All right. I can accept that.
You got it right, so I would accept it. We like being right here. For 2 points, in what year was the first Olympic volleyball championship played and where?
Didn't we already ask this one?
No. We asked a similar question, but not this question. So we asked when beach volleyball was added to the Olympics. We asked when the first medal was won by a United States team, how many medals were won by a United States team, but we did not ask what year the first Olympic volleyball championship was and where.
Okay, well, I think I answered the beach one with this one, so I'll say 64.
Bang, spot on.
Yeah.
But where? Where? Tell me where.
Oh, 64.
What are you looking at, you cheater?
No, I'm thinking. There's nothing over there.
I just have a list of all the Olympics.
Hold on, turn my camera. There's nothing over there. It's just books.
Video game controller.
Yeah. It's the Ragnarok PS4. Actually, it's like the color of your sweater.
Not a big deal.
I'm just casual. Am I doing the when?
No, you already did the when.
I did the when. The where?
Yeah, you got the harder part. Well, I don't know if it's harder. You got that part right.
Tokyo.
That's right. You nailed it.
I thought I mixed up Seoul, Korea, and Tokyo. Like I thought the Seoul, Korea games were.
Was that summer or was that winter Olympics?
I think that was in the 70s though.
So yes, you did get the answer. We got there eventually in 1964 in Tokyo, Japan. Volleyball had its first Olympic run in which Japan, the host country, defeated the USSR in the gold medal women's match, and the USSR defeated Czechoslovakia in the men's gold medal match.
Oh, I thought we might have beat communism all the way around.
Nope.
Oh well.
Still nailed it.
Though. So that was the first. But so that was the first time we had an official Olympic championship.
Correcto.
For indoor.
Yup. And then outdoor that was 96. That's a long time.
That's a lot later.
Yeah.
It's kind of surprising. Okay.
Yeah. Steph Curry time, 3 points. In what state was beach volleyball invented?
Oh, California.
California. That's correct.
Yeah. Easy.
Although California is credited with the invention of beach volleyball, its roots can be traced back to Hawaii as far as 1915.
Yeah. Yeah.
So they're playing some ball out there.
Yeah.
In the Okua'i region.
Yeah. But then I heard that there was a lot of like the international proliferation of volleyball was during World War II. And that's a lot of where a lot of beach picked up or sand should picked up over in the Pacific Theater.
In the Pacific Theater. You know, they got some downtime. Got to figure out a game to play.
Yeah, they're like, hey, we got Okinawa later, but you know, let's get a quick set in.
Hey, I learned this game from Billy G back in the day. Billy G is not my love.
Hey, yo.
So you all right, here we go.
All right.
This is the 4 point, really tough.
Ooh. All right.
In what year was the first U19 national women's volleyball program established? So when did we start a U19 program, basically?
$1998.
Oh, incorrect. That was a big year that we started the U19 program. It was a big year. It was 1989.
Oh, beans.
Were you born in 1989?
Yeah.
So that's a big year, plus Taylor Swift.
98, 89.
Yeah. So if you knew the title of a Taylor Swift album, you knew the answer to this question. 1989, which arguably is, I think it was her first pop album. Not that I should know these things, but my wife is a Swiftie. Not to that degree.
Comment 0.
Let's keep it that way. Rolling on.
Your wife's a lovely woman.
You ready for the big 5-pointer?
Yeah.
This one's a little bit of a toughie too.
Okay, yeah.
It's a 5-pointer.
You just laid the when was the first U19 team on me.
I don't know, man. I want to see how far your knowledge expands of the game.
Okay.
All right. In what year was the AVCA founded? And it was not 1989. Sorry. You don't get all the cool stuff in your year.
It was probably before that, I would imagine.
Your imagination would be correct. And that's the only hint I'm dropping.
Same decade?
I don't know. Can't say. Not at liberty to discuss it.
Well, my heart wants to say sometime in the 70s feels right, just because of. But
the 70s were a wild time, man.
I'm gonna go against my initial. I'm probably gonna regret this, but it does feel like volleyball does things. I'm gonna go with 1980.
1980
with a 0.
No, that's incorrect. 1981. You were so close.
Oh no!
One more guttural sound. 1980. Oh yeah.
Oh, scheiße.
Yes, in 1981, the American Volleyball Coaches Association was established, which now holds over 9,000 members. That's how many coaches are out there these days.
They just wanted to wait till the Cold War was over. Cowards.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we're a lot of general.
We're talking about history.
It is a little bit curious how I would love to do a deep dive on how general history has kind of impacted the game. You know?
Oh yeah.
That would probably be like a cool thing to do.
Yeah.
A docuseries, an A24 docuseries.
Oh, I hate it. A24.
They're killing it lately.
Is that the production studio?
Yeah, they're just pumping out movies and documentaries. It's crazy.
Oh yeah, they're a pretty good one.
Yeah. Sorry. Here we go. Bonus question. Bonus. You ready for it?
I'll race. Yeah.
Every state except for these. Actually, I think I rewrote. Every state except for how many have switched to a best-of-5 set format in high school matches? So you're looking for a number answer here.
So are we looking for the states that are only playing 2 out of 3?
Yeah. The Noonies.
New Jersey.
Bingo. Sad but true. Thumbs up.
Jeez.
I would say there's one more that's probably a little easier and 2 that are a pain in the butt technically. But they do play.
I'll guess Vermont because they have so few teams.
No, they play best of 5.
DC?
Nope.
Well, I'll guess which is the other state that doesn't get to pump their own gas? Is it Oregon?
Nope. I mean, I don't know if they pump their own gas, but they do play 3 out of 5 sets. A couple of these are actually pretty surprising.
Wisconsin.
Nope.
Oh, Michigan.
No. You felt so confident about that.
I really did.
Oh, yeah.
You know what it is? They play a ton of matches but they play a lot of one set match, like for tournaments and like stuff like that. So I think that's why I thought. Iowa.
No.
One of the Dakotas.
Nope.
Both of the Dakotas?
No.
Oh, okay.
It'd be one. Oh, yes, both, but not one. Yes.
I didn't know how technical it would be.
When I give you the fun fact after, you'll see how technical it is because it's just silly. But
New Mexico.
No. You get one more guess to get one right, and then if you get that right, I'll give you another guess.
Maine.
No. That's it. You tapped out. Illinois.
Really?
I told you you'd be surprised by one of them.
Yeah, I don't like that. I should know that. I should have known that one.
These two are like the last two are kind of weird. Kansas and Missouri.
All right.
So Kansas, technically, singular varsity matches, not including tournament play or try matches, can be 5 sets. Best of 5.
What do you mean can be?
They are allowed to do it, but it isn't the standard. Isn't that weird?
Yeah, that is.
So I was like, that seems a little strange. Let me go look at some of these Kansas schedules. Everybody's playing 2 matches a day.
Oh, they're running like try matches.
So they do best out of 3 because they're not playing singular. Like
so
I'm schedules going, why is this one 2? This one's 3. This one's 2. This one's 3. Because only singular varsity matches can be best of 5.
I guess you're playing a comparable number of matches or number of sets with the opportunity to play more teams.
Yeah, I'm wondering if maybe that was the strategy there, even though I still think everybody should just be playing 3 out of 5.
Well, I'll say that. Well, I'll save that for later, but that's an interesting one.
And then Missouri is something similar. So district and state series competition is best of 5.
See, I think that's weird.
I agree, but
like, why are you gonna? Like, I will say a lot of teams, like especially the teams that we've seen on the tournament series, they're playing a lot of 2 out of 3 matches for those tournaments and stuff. But like, they go home and they're playing 3 out of 5.
Yeah, but not these states.
Interesting.
Very. We could do a whole pod about that.
I don't hate the multi-match 2 out of 3 format.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's an interesting kind of way to schedule more matches. I'm wondering if it has to do with the limited number of dates they have, so they just try to do try matches every day they play. All right, that leaves our last category, which is college knowledge. This one is a doozy.
Dooze me.
We're going 1 through 5. We're right down the line. Here we go. Who were the national champions in the last 3 NCAA Division I seasons?
Texas. I mix these two up all the time. Very similar color schemes. Very Wisconsin.
Correct.
Yeah. Get him, Kelly.
Fun fact, though Texas is the most recent back-to-back champion, there have been 7 programs to win back-to-back titles in the history of Division I women's volleyball. So that's kind of cool.
Yes, it is.
All right, here we go.
Difficult to do.
Yes, it is. This is even more difficult. Which program has won the most national championships in Division
I? Well, my East Coast brain gravitates automatically to Penn State, but I don't think that's right. I know did they win? I think they won the most consecutive matches in a row. Unless that's straight
championships.
They won like 109 matches in a row and 4 straight national championships.
That's pretty cool.
Which is muy impressive. However, you said all time.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna go across the land here, and I'm gonna not get tripped up by either of the schools in Los Angeles, and I'm gonna say Stanford.
That is correct, sir.
It's not just smart kids out there, kids. Not just the smart kids. They play volleyball too.
Stanford has won a national championship in 1992, 1994, 1996, 1997, 2001, 2004, 2016, 2018, and 2019.
Oh, so they are one of the squad. They do have a back-to-back. Oh yeah, that was
They
with
have two
that was
back-to-backs.
well, the most recent one was with Catherine Plummer, I think. Plummer, if I'm not
Hum, lum,
mistaken.
lum, lum.
They have they got a cool barn.
They do.
I
I've
got
been there.
Oh yeah. I got to go see like the first round of one of the national championship tournaments.
I went there when the AVCA still had a spring convention for the men's national championship.
Oh.
It was a great time.
Did they combine conventions?
I just don't know if they had it in the budget to do two. So I think they just they might do like a mini series now. I don't remember, to be honest, but I was at one of the last ones they did for the spring conferences. It was beautiful. It was just great. Go to Palo Alto. We went and saw Santa Cruz, went to a San Francisco Giants game. The whole shebang and bang.
Very cool.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Here we go for 3 points. How many California schools have won a national championship, and can you name them?
How many are there? Or was that part of the question?
That's part of the question. You got one.
Yeah, so that's Stanford, UCLA, USC.
The last two are the toughest.
Pacific, University of the Pacific.
Correct.
San Diego?
No.
UC San Diego.
No.
UC Santa Barbara.
No.
Cal Poly.
No.
So there's 5?
There are 5. You named 4. You have one more guess to name the 5th.
Santa Clara.
Long Beach State, dude.
Oh my God. I'm sorry, Coach Jim Alero.
You were just talking about their gym too, weren't you?
Yeah, I got to play there.
Yeah. So USC,
Dang it.
USC, UCLA, Stanford, Long Beach State, and Pacific.
Crap.
I thought Pacific was going to be the tough one.
Yeah, they stand out because I think it's like one of their only national championships.
Yeah, and it was early on. It was very early on.
Farts.
All right, here we go for 4 points.
Sorry, Long Beach State.
How many national championships has Penn State won? Totalmente.
Oh, we mentioned it before. 4 straight. I'm gonna go with 6.
7. And fun fact, all 7 were won under head coach Russ Rose.
Yeah, I knew that.
Big cigar guy, Russ Rose.
Is that right?
Yeah.
So they had their 4 in a row from like, what was it? 04 to 08, or was it 08 to 12?
I want to say it was like 04 to 07. 4, 5, 6, 7. But I could be wrong. I did not put that in as part of the flavor text.
Okay.
But I could just have the number 7 on my mind. So
7. All right, 7. Oh, wow. I've been really close.
You have. And I have a feeling on this next one you're going to be really close to. The 5-pointer. Who are the only 3 teams, there's 3 of them, to win a single championship in program history? And I will say this one's tough for me because one of them absolutely eluded me.
One more time?
Who are the only 3 teams to win a single championship in program history? No, the only one ever.
For the whole school or just the volleyball program?
Just the volleyball program.
Oof. This one's hard. I think, doesn't Wisconsin only have one?
Correct. So there's one.
For
now.
Minnesota?
No.
This is hard.
It is hard. Because
Did we mention any of these schools already?
Today, we mentioned just Wisconsin.
Pacific?
No, I just said we only mentioned Wisconsin.
Yeah, but so they have more than that. All right. Florida State.
Nope.
Ohio State.
No.
They probably have more than one.
For the women's?
I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, I would assume so. Can I get a conference that they're in?
I wouldn't even know how to answer that. But I will say, I believe, including Wisconsin, all three have been fairly recent. Fairly recent.
Louisville?
Close.
Kentucky?
Yeah. And then there's one more.
Actually, no. When did Kentucky win?
I don't remember. Let me look.
I'll be honest, I've been really bad about keeping up with the national champions over the past few years.
Stuff because they happen every year, you know. Kentucky won in 2020.
Okay. Oh, the lost. Yeah. Okay. Actually, not lost, but just not kind of there.
It's back during COVID times.
Kentucky, Wisconsin, Washington.
Yes, Washington was 2005. So like, kind of recent, but like not super recent. But yeah, those are the only three teams to have ever won a national title and never repeated.
Better to have one than none.
Yeah. Speaking of none, bonus question: How many states have had teams win a D1 national title in women's volleyball?
12.
8. Even less. Isn't that crazy to think about?
No, it's not.
Can you you can name them?
California, Texas, Wisconsin, Nebraska, Kentucky. How many is that?
All except 2. Oh, 3. Sorry. You said California, Kentucky, Nebraska, Texas, Wisconsin, right?
Well, yeah, Washington,
and then there's 2 more.
Minnesota.
No.
Minnesota.
No. You're missing a big one that we talked about
today.
Yeah, they won 7.
Pennsylvania.
Yeah. So then that's the last one is probably. I mean, they've won multiple. I'll say that.
The state has won multiple.
Yeah. Not Florida.
God, Florida gotta get one.
Florida. There goes Taylor Swift again.
Illinois.
We talked about this. So you got the bonus question wrong, but let's see if you can still figure it out. We talked about this state in this podcast.
We talked about a lot of states.
We did, because we like to represent everybody, because we have no biases here.
We do not. We try not to.
We don't. It's gonna, like, when I tell you, you're gonna be like, oh yeah, duh.
Yeah, probably. Indiana.
Nope.
Illinois.
Nope.
Ohio.
No. You're just gonna go through the whole list.
Well, I wanted to hit the Ohio Valley region just in case.
Great. Now hit another region called the West Coast.
I said California, didn't I?
You said California, yeah.
And I said Washington.
And you said Washington.
Oregon?
No. Hawaii.
Oh.
How do you forget? We just talked about
because that's not a coast. It's an archipelago in the Pacific Ocean.
The West Coast.
No.
In our regional breakdown, it's on the West Coast. And I said think West Coast, not on the West Coast.
We're gonna have to
it's
talk.
Near it's West Coast adjacent.
Brody, it's like 5,000 miles from California.
I mean, I would walk 5,000 miles, and I would walk 5,000 more. So
I'm so angry right now.
And I would walk 500 miles. I was surprised you didn't think of that one though, because they won multiple as well. And Hawaii, Hawaii is, they had their hot streak going there.
They ball. When did they win theirs? In the 90s?
Hawaii won 1987, 1983, 1982.
Oh, okay.
And since then, so what did I say? 1987 was the most recent one.
Yeah, I think so.
They have not won since 87. But they were pretty dang good in the late 80s and through the 80s, really. So let's say I'm looking at their record now. Hawaii won in 82. They beat USC. They won in 83. They beat UCLA.
So they're one of the repeats.
Yeah. And when they won in 87, they beat Stanford.
Wow.
And since then, they made it to the finals in 88, where they lost to Texas. They made it to the finals in 96, where they lost to Stanford. And that's it.
Interesting.
Mm.
The power struggle at the top of the D1 women's game seems to. Well, I'll save that comment and those ideas for later.
Yeah. Put it in your pocket. Save it for later. All right. Thus,
what do we get?
Concludes our regular game.
Oh, regular game.
Yep. So we have one more game left. It's the lightning round.
Oh.
All you have to do is name 2 clubs for each of the next 15 states.
Okay.
All right. You ready?
Yep.
Florida.
OTVA and Miami Hype.
Georgia.
A5 and 805 Volleyball Club.
Ohio.
Mintonet and Ohio. ABC Cleveland.
Nice. I was waiting for that one. Pennsylvania.
Pit Elite and East Coast Power. I'll go with the Lehigh Valley branch since we took them to a 17s regional championship when I was coaching with them.
Nice. All right, here's another state that you should be familiar with. New York.
Let's go with Sporting Albany.
Yeah.
And we'll go with Downstate Juniors.
Nice. All right. What's next? Indiana.
Team Indiana and the Academy Boiler Juniors.
Nice. I really thought you were going to go with Circle City there because I know you like.
I do like purple.
I will say their Nike uniforms always look fresh.
They went like the white, black, and purple, and I think they throw some gray in there. It looks super. I like the color scheme personally.
Yeah,
whoever's running
sick. Minnesota.
Northern Lights and MN Select, Minnesota Select.
I was waiting for that one. Kentucky.
Lexington United and Kiva.
Yeah, I mean Kiva I thought was the obvious one. Lexington United I thought was gonna be a little tougher.
They I saw them at Central Zones and somewhere else this past year. They had a couple kids who could ball.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of where else we would have seen them. Maybe like
MEQ, maybe
World Challenge, which
we didn't go to World Challenge though.
Yeah, but I'm just trying to think of the normal tournaments they play. It's like World Challenge. What's the other one in Louisville? There's World Challenge. Oh, Bluegrass.
Oh, yeah. The Bluegrass Invitational. Yep.
Iowa.
Okay. Here's a new one. We've got CIA.
That is the most interesting club name I've ever seen.
Yep. I think that's Central Iowa, right?
They're really towing the line with that one.
CIA, and we'll go with Iowa Rockets.
Nice. There was also Iowa Powerplex, which is a super cool name.
They've put together a couple of nice club campaigns over the last years. They've got a couple of teams that have been pretty good.
Yeah. Plus cool name. Massachusetts.
Smash. And they're in Connecticut, I think.
If you're gonna say Husky, that kind of counts. I think they have teams in Massachusetts, but we can get one more.
Yeah, I'll go with Smash and oh man.
I feel like there's a big one. Not a big. Smash is probably the most well known.
I was gonna say I think they're the big one.
CMAS.
Oh yeah, CMAS.
I think Mill City is out of there too.
Are they?
I think now they are. They didn't start there, I don't think.
Okay. All right. Well, sorry, Massachusetts. That one's tough.
They should change their name to Smassachusetts. That is sick.
I don't hate it.
Gibbs.
Copyright.
All right, here we go. Ready? We got I think 4 more. Nevada.
Let's go with Vegas Aces and Stacy Sakura Volleyball Academy.
Bang. That was a good one. They pulled that Stacy Sakura one out.
I met her at the DFC a couple years ago. She was super sweet. Chatted me up. We were just having a nice conversation. I think it was either my first or second year doing the tournament, and she was really nice. I'm literally a nobody, and she's an Olympian. So it was nice for her to engage with me. It was nice.
Is Sparks is out of Nevada too?
Yeah,
that was the one I was thinking of.
Yep.
All right, you ready for this one?
Mm-hmm.
Virginia.
Oh, Virginia Elite and VA Juniors.
Those are like the tip of the tongue, easy.
Yeah, those. Yeah, I mean they're right there. I know there's more, but off the top, I would have to have a list in front of me to remember them.
What's it? Braddock Road.
I think they're Maryland.
Braddock Road, I thought was Virginia on the boys' side.
I mean, they might be. Here's the thing: is there's so many that DFC DMV area is like there's clubs that are in Maryland but have spots in DC, like Metro, you could say, is Virginia because they have practice facilities in there, but they called
the other one I was waiting for you to say was Paramount.
That's a good one too.
A big Virginia club.
It is, and they've had a couple of pretty nice results over the last season or two.
Are you ready for the toughie?
Sure.
We got 2 left, so I'll do the easier one first, and then I'll give you the toughie as your last one. Okay.
Idaho. Well, Idaho Crush.
Yeah.
For sure. And that's a hard one. Ooh. I don't know. Boise Juniors, maybe?
That would be one.
Is it really?
I think Boise Juniors is one. And then there's isn't it I just blanked on. I had 3, and now I can only remember Idaho Crush. I think Boise Juniors is one, and then there's a couple other ones.
Let me see.
I think we'd know these, but let me think.
Oh, it's Idaho Juniors.
Yeah,
I think. Oh wait, no, that's soccer.
No, I think they might have one of those too. Idaho's a tough one.
Yeah, it is.
There's good volleyball there, but I just can't name a lit. I was going through this list going, how many clubs can I name from each state?
Club Idaho.
Yeah. All right. Ready for the big bad wolf?
What's it called? Idaho Crush is the only team that I can think of that I've seen from Idaho on the circuit. That I've seen. I know there are more clubs out there than just the ones that we see in the open level, but yeah, it's my. That was a hard one.
You ready for? Here we go. The last one, Hawaii.
You're gonna make me say the. Let's
see. There's a layup.
There's a few ones. Spike and serve.
Yep.
And that's a good one. And I'm gonna butcher this one. Ikikai. It's like an I and then an apostrophe and then the rest of it. I can see it in my head.
I know exactly what you're thinking of too, and off the top of my head, I can't remember how to pronounce it. And then there's was it Ka'ulukoa?
Yeah. The one that I think would have tripped up some people is Dakine Warriors.
Yeah.
Because they're up in Washington, I think.
Yeah.
But
you notice there's a lot more clubs now with more Hawaiian.
Is there one from Mauna Loa?
Mauna Loa, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I feel like Spike and Serve is the big one.
I think it's the biggest one because it's just kind of easy to remember.
Sure.
But they're all pretty good, and they got super cool uniforms.
Oh, for sure.
A lot of those clubs do. You know what? This is a bonus one because I was thinking about this. I don't know if I could do it. Puerto Rico. I only have 1, maybe 2. I think I can do 2.
Borikin,
Rinkin Koki.
Kokui, yeah, and then I'm trying to think back to AAUs because that's where I see so many of the Puerto Rican teams.
Vaqueras.
Oh, Vaqueras. That's the other big one.
Yeah.
And by big, I mean name that I recognize. Most of their players are quite small.
Yeah,
They play great though. They play tough.
No, that was
they play tough.
I've been doing so that lightning round was inspired by this thing I've been doing before I go to sleep when I can't sleep, which is like you think of a relaxing place or a relaxing word and you go through each letter of that word and say another word for each letter. So I was like,
Ooh.
But what if I did something like that, but it was like how many volleyball clubs can I name in every state? And some of them were really hard.
Oh, I bet. Iowa would have been a tough one.
Iowa was tough. Idaho was tough.
Idaho is definitely tough. Montana
Hawaii was a little tough. Like I knew off the top of my head I could name 2, but I don't know if I could go through.
You could have thrown Montana in there. That would have been hard.
Montana,
Although I've got Big Sky for Montana, and I think there's another one in Billings that I'm blanking on.
It's like Bozeman something, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know. We'll have to go through that sometime. We'll like
that. That's a good one.
Whole list of states, see how many we can rattle off.
Yeah,
but
there are a couple states up in New England that are brutal.
Vermont's tough. Rhode Island
Maine.
a little tough. Maine juniors is the only one I can name out of Maine. Connecticut, there's more.
Yeah. Huskies, the big one. Club New England or New England Volleyball Club.
Northeast.
Or Northeast Volleyball Club. Sorry. Western. No.
Western Mass.
Oh yeah, like out near Attleboro. I think there's one in Attleboro.
There's there's CMass. I think there's Western Mass too.
Yeah.
Like Western Mass would be like bordering New York State. So like I'm blanking, and I recruited a bunch of kids from here and I'm blanking. Westfield area, like that.
Mm-hmm. True. That was a good lightning round. I like that one.
Fun stuff. This is what I do with my brain sometimes.
Oh, I'm just glad I didn't miss all of them.
No, I think you did pretty good. I'd be curious to see how the audience would have done. Brainiacs.
Send us in which clubs from Idaho you knew were there aside from Crush.
You tell us what you knew.
Don't use the internet.
No, when we do clips for this episode, I wonder if maybe we'll throw some like questions out there, see how many people in the comments can answer it correctly. That'll be fun.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
Thus concludes volleyball trivia. First time ever.
That was good. Yeah. Some really good questions. Quizmaster James, thank you for the brain tweezers there.
I'm always on the pursuit of trivia.
Ooh, I love me some trivia. There's a place actually near me that I need to go check out on Thursday, but I don't think I'm going to go this week. I want to take a date.
Ooh-wee.
Got to do something.
You better watch yourself before you start another segment on the show.
Hey, yo.
So, also for
around the block after dark.
Around the block after dark. That sounds like a dangerous time to walk around the block, by the way. Don't do that. Don't walk around the block after dark. Okay.
I mean, it's probably all right.
If you do, bring a buddy and a flashlight.
Yeah. And some brass knuckles and some pepper spray.
Or your dog. You walk your big dog, not the little dog.
And give your dog brass knuckles and pepper spray.
I don't think they don't have thumbs. They can't press buttons. Next week we will have Sam's adventures in adult volleyball because he didn't get to play this week.
Spoiler alert, everything's gonna hurt.
I could have told you that. Anytime I do anything active, everything hurts.
I'm hoping that I can just have some decent lift off the floor. That my shoulder stays attached when I presume I'm going to be swinging. I actually don't know what my role with this group is at all.
Superstar.
Well, No, I don't. Probably not. If this is the level that I'm anticipating we're going to be playing, which is going to be like probably like men's A ish.
Maybe. First thing you walk up to and just be like, "Hi, I have a podcast." So they hate you.
Oh no, yeah, that's
another guy with a podcast. No, this one's for work.
So that'll be great. And then they'll figure out that they hate me because of the way I play.
They hate you because they ain't you.
Peanut
butter and jealous.
We can go with that. Probably not.
We'll see.
Nah. If I have to call an emergency press conference from the emergency room, just know that it didn't go well. Per se.
I'm going to be out 4 to 6 weeks with tightness in both Achilles.
I'm
going to see a specialist in Germany.
Knock on wood. I don't want to have anything wrong with anything below my waist.
No, that's Christian McCaffrey's been out because he had it was like tightness in his calves or something like that.
I thought it was both. I thought he strained both of his Achilles. I thought that was the issue.
I think he was on. You know what? This doesn't matter. It'll get cut out.
No, it doesn't. You know what does matter is that Karcher's going to coach the men's national team.
Yes, that was the big news.
Yeah,
you could call that the X-Files this week. Is this Karch is leaving the women's team to coach the men's team, and John Spera will be moving into a larger role with USA Volleyball.
I think he's the new director or president or something like that. So he left UCLA, the men's program, and I want to say he's going to be the new president of USA Volleyball or something like that. Let me see if I can find it. Because it's probably not like president. They probably have it named something.
No, I think it might be president of volleyball operations or something.
I just found it. It is president and CEO.
Wow.
Which I didn't realize their structure was that they would have like an executive officer like that.
Business style structure for USA Volleyball.
Yeah, I guess.
It's about synergy.
But I mean, let's face it, like within the game, especially domestically, those are two of the biggest, most recognizable figures that we have. And they've been extremely active in the community. Obviously, Coach Karai has had an extremely decorated career for the Stars and Stripes, from his playing time at UCLA to the time with the national team to his extensive time on the AVP tour. He's been quite a fiery steward at times. I don't think anyone would sit here and pretend like he wasn't a fierce competitor. We've seen the clips from Point Pleasant. We know. We know. And then Coach Spera, has been a great steward of the program at UCLA for quite a number of years. Very successful there. So
who's going to replace Karch? Do they have anything lined up? Or is it just speculation at this point?
Let me see if I can run through that story real quick, because you were the one who broke this to me.
I did.
So I hadn't heard about this, and this came out. What was it, like last week?
I think either earlier this week or over the weekend. I know I just saw it. To be continued.
Transfers to the post with Karch will transition to head coach of the U.S. men's national team for the 2028 Olympic and Paralympic quadrennial. Transfers to the post with current coach John Spera.
So I think there is that they're both transitioning into the next Olympic cycle.
But it says
this Olympic cycle, and they're both moving together.
That's not how this sounds, because it says the current coach is John Spera, so it sounds like he's going to be coaching with him.
Maybe because how much time the other role takes up. Maybe. I don't know. We'll have to do another episode about it.
I guess we'll see once the quad starts. I guess we'll start to get a little bit more detail on how they're gonna delineate the responsibilities of the role. Huh. Interesting. Oh my gosh. 4 years at UCLA. Do you know with Karch on the floor, do you know what their record was?
In 4 years?
4 years. I'll spoil this one for you. 3 national championships.
I'm just thinking of the numbers. Records are tough because I don't know how many games they play in a season.
In 4 years.
I'm going to say, I don't know, like 112 and 10.
124 and 5.
I was not actually that.
No. That was actually really good. But they only lost 5 matches in 4 years.
Yeah, man, that happens. Didn't Penn State do something like that too?
Well, yeah, the women went undefeated for 4 years.
I think the term you're looking for is fun defeated.
It is, according to reports, it is questionable how much fun they actually had.
All right. On that note, we're going to end this podcast. Use promo code podcast for 25% off your new subscription to PrepVolleyball.com. And we will see you next week. Sam signing off.
Be good to everybody, people.
Balloons. We out.